And we are live. Finally, YouTube worked. I've been trying for days to get this stream up and running on both YouTube and Twitch, but it's been an absolute nightmare. We have a great little thing set up for you guys today. My goal is to give you simple things that you can work on to improve your ollies immediately. From our online groups and our programs on Skate IQ, working with students, doing camps, it seems like everyone's goal is to just get the board in the air. With that being said, there are some things that you can do to improve that. I got a short list that we're gonna go through, and along the way I'll be answering your questions and trying to do my best to give you the feedback that you guys are looking for. No problem, John. Chris, good morning, guys. Good morning, Anthony. How you guys doing? Welcome. This park is beautiful and it's completely empty because it is 6:54 in the morning. And I don't think there's any skate park in the world that you're going to deal with it being busy at whatever time. So everyone on YouTube, right, you can hop over to the Twitch chat, twitch.tv/skateiq. It's a smaller channel than the YouTube, but the chat experience is much better. There's less delay. Everything about it's better. Without further ado, let's get started with our ollies. The reason the YouTube stream yesterday didn't work and then it got deleted was because I guess that skate park was by an elementary school, and the students were saying, I don't know, I didn't have anything to back this up. The students were saying that it was throttled by the elementary school, like the cell phone service is throttled by the elementary school, so the kids aren't like on YouTube and stuff. So the live stream was buffering super bad and then it cut out. So then I just deleted the bot and then I went back in and YouTube stopped working when I went to the next skate park. I went to 2 skate parks yesterday, tried 5 streams, and it didn't work. Okay. The first thing that we're gonna do, to get your board up in the air is called, I at least call it the Ollie complex. Okay, it's just a series of 4 different things that you stack on each other, right? It starts with a hippie jump, then a hippie jump where you lift the nose, then hippie jump where you lift the nose and hit the tail, and then pretty much the same thing as lifting the nose and hitting the tail, except you move your back foot backwards. All right, so we're looking at a hippie jump, lift the nose, touch the tail, with that foot going backwards. So let's walk through that nice and slow. I'm going to start with the hippie jump. I'm going to start with some foot position stuff, maybe what we can do at the bottom of the squat, and how we go from there. If you guys can't hear on Instagram over here, make sure you check out the YouTube channel or the Twitch live stream. That's really where all the chat interaction, all that stuff is going to come from. I also have a hard mic onto the YouTube channel. All right, so when it comes to doing a hippie jump the right way, we first have to start with foot position, always, okay? Whenever you want to do an ollie, your weight is going to have to be centered a little bit more towards the back truck, okay? I don't want you way out here getting ready for your ollie and squatting like with your head out over your nose or even with it over your front foot too much. Skateboarding is not put in boxes like that, though. No matter what I say, there are ways to do it that way, right? I'm like, oh, I don't want your head over your nose. It's like you can ollie all day from there. These are just guidelines and simple things that you can do that might improve your ollies. If you're in a position where you're struggling and you're just looking for one thing that you can do that will get you out of the hole that you're stuck in, if you just pay attention and listen and try to make changes and try to find that one thing that you need that's going to make your ollies better, it might click. If your ollies are fine, you don't really have to worry about anything. You can be very target focused. The biggest mistake I see good skaters making is they actually get too lost in technique. This channel is here for if you're stuck and if you can't do something and you're lost and you need a little nudge in the right direction. This channel is not made so you start overthinking your ollies even though you're already good at them. How's it going, Anthony, David? Hey, Mavru, thanks for the Prime sub, man. Much appreciated. Super much appreciated. Twitch ads are pretty violent, but if you have Amazon Prime, you can watch Twitch ad-free. You just log into Amazon Prime, click the Prime sub button on the channel. Plus, it really helps me as well. So, up to you though. Check this out. We have 4 streams rolling right now. We got Instagram personal. What's up, Mitchy Brusco fam? We got Instagram Skate IQ. What's up, Skate IQ? We got YouTube and Twitch, and then I have an extra camera just in case. I literally have 3 phones, an iPad, and 2 cameras here. You should really see this. All right, so we're at the bottom of our squat for the hippie jump. Okay, something that is very much just not understood is that you can move the board around underneath you. Say that it blows people away every single time. I have yet to have a single student where I'm like, hey, have you tried shifting that board forward underneath you instead of letting it sit behind you? They're like, that's not possible. I didn't know you could do that. So when you're squatting, you can actually go like this and push that board towards your target, right? And you see this all the time. When you're watching a great skateboarders, Felipe Gustavo comes to mind, right? Very much. I see this position. I mean, I could be tripping. It just popped into my head. But you see this position where that board is nudged forward and he's way back on it, right? And you see like amateurs or skaters who aren't very good, some that are very good as well, right? This isn't like a binary thing. I'm just saying like my preferences and maybe like what's more common amongst like newer guys, right? You see a lot of this, right? That board is sitting way behind them, where you can actually just shift that board out forward, load that back foot a lot more. It doesn't have to sit underneath you way back there. right? So get used to moving this thing around underneath you, especially at the bottom of your squat. I find it easier to shift it forward and then squat because then I don't have to move it. You might find it easier to get down a little bit forward, then shift it forward, then jump. You might not like it at all right? That's fine. Your skateboard, what are you talking about? Donzi, thanks for the Prime sub. You're the man. Super legend. Absolute legend. How is a skateboard rear wheel drive? Why can't I say that? Rear wheel drive. All right. Bottom of the squat for the hippie jump. I like that. Your back foot's loaded. You can push into your feet to jump. Okay. The next thing, the next huge understanding is that you have to keep your upper body somehow tall when you're squatting. Okay, you see this all the time. Very few people get away with keeping their upper body tall. And generally, I don't like it because you'll start pulling on your back. You'll get a very sore back, and you'll also land really hard. There are almost no benefits to squatting, holding your upper body up into the air. You lose mobility in your hips. You can't squat as low. It puts your weight all weird over your feet. You can't see your board in the bottom of your squat because your chest is out. Literally, none of it makes sense to me. I don't know why people do it. I can't think of a good reason. A water, please. Thanks for the 249. Thanks for the dono. You're the man. Appreciate it. So, what this means is for all you gym goers, you're in good shape. No pun intended. You're in good shape because you're used to hinging, right? You can get your chest to face the ground. It usually takes about 2 minutes to get a student to actually face their chest to the ground. So, like, there's a couple of ways to do it. The easiest way for me is to have a student, what I'll do is have a student stand on like a parking block or on a skateboard. And I'll tell them to touch the ground off the toe side of their skateboard, right? Actually reach for the ground. And you can see that to touch the ground, you have to lean forward. And once they do that, I'm like, okay, leave your upper body there and stand up. All right, this is just fine. You can do this all day, right? You've seen a kickflip indie, right? What does it look like? Jump up at the top, boom. Maybe like this. Maybe like this. But look at my back. It's in the ball game. Kickflip, McTwist, even. Boom. Your upper body is down and in it. You want to see a back Smith? Boom. Back lip? Boom. Front lip? You know, like, your upper body has to stay in the game because, well, number one, that's your eyes. You need to be able to see the skateboard underneath you all the time. If you ever do anything where you can't see the skateboard, you're screwed. It's going to feel like you're going way faster than you are. You're not going to be able to catch it if you ever want to flip it. You're not going to be able to see it to grab it. The skateboard's going to seem far away from you. There's a laundry list of things that goes wrong if you're not looking at your board. Or at least you can't see it easily. So those two things for the hippie jump. Shift that board forward and hinge at the hips to get your upper body into it. That puts you in a pretty good spot to jump. I have to make a decision now if we do the... Yeah, let's do the leg position. I did not sleep enough last night, that's for sure. I definitely did not sleep enough. I was up at like 4. Yeah, board size definitely makes things easier or harder. There's no way around that, but that's also going to look different for everyone. Yeah, mountain bike, this is gonna be good. Yeah, well, Ryan, I'm gonna take a nap. But I'm first gonna do this live stream because I was up anyways. Heavy, hippie, thanks to the Prime sub. What a legend. We're pulling 40 views on Twitch right now, which is just, that's absolutely next level. Number 3, in preparing for your hippie jump with your squat, I want you to focus on your knees. And honestly, this is the topic that I've never really covered in depth before. And I think the live stream is a great place to cover it because it's going to be a big rant. The direction that you push your feet, meaning forward, backwards, side to side, that's going to affect where your nose goes a lot. If I push my back foot this way towards the camera, my nose will go away. If I pull my back foot towards me, nose goes that way, right? And so on, right? Forward and backward. What most people don't understand, and what I didn't understand for a long time, is that if I can't get my back trucks in the air, then I'm screwed. And if I want to get my back trucks in the air, I have to push my back foot backwards. It won't happen just by hitting the tail, but it's a start. I know for a fact that if I push my back foot forward, my tail will just drag on the ground and I will do these double or triple tail taps. Check this out. There's almost nothing I can do if I push my board forward because now I don't have any leverage to flatten it out. Where if I pull it backwards, now at least I have leverage on the front foot to flatten out the board and drag it forward. To set ourselves up in a good position, whether it's just like a regular ollie or a switch ollie, you can take your foot that is on the tail and drop your knee to the inside, right? Let's look at this. I ate a peanut butter jelly sandwich on the way here and dropped it on my pants, so that's annoying. You can take your knee and just drop it to the inside. This is going to feel different for everyone because everyone's hips and knees and ankles work differently. You can think about it like a rotation. That's fine. You can rotate your front leg in, so your hip actually goes, I think that's inward rotation. So your heel is facing out, and that will give you a really strong like kickstart. It's almost like you're in a pushing position while you're in the ollie. Right? That's a good way to think about it. You can drop that knee to the inside. It doesn't have to be super aggressive. I'm just doing it in a way that's visible on camera. Okay? This angle between your knee and your foot makes it really easy for you to push on the tail on the right direction. given. These are examples for on camera. In reality, the difference is so small that you really can't see it with a naked eye. Okay, so when you see me do like this, it's like, oh, maybe if you're squatting like this, that might make your life a little bit harder if you're struggling. Okay, 1, 2, 3. We got that board forward, got our upper body hinged, drop that knee to the inside of the foot. Now I want you to push directly off of both feet without moving your upper body. Okay, if you need a cue, if you need to know if you're doing it quote unquote right or wrong, there are a couple things that you can pay attention to. Have your feet so your toes are not hanging off the toe side edge, so your feet are actually on the board. If you're on the heel side of the board, that is just fine. Take the balls of your feet, point your chest at the ground, drag your knuckles on your grip tape, feel your knee on the inside of your foot. That's just fine. Then you can push from there. All right, that's a great little spot to set you up to leave the board nicely. That's the takeoff for the hippie jump. Yeah, midnight in Australia, not missing this. That's crazy. We will also post this as a VOD, so don't trip. Like, if you miss it, you can just go back and watch on YouTube. Do a laser flip. The laser flip meme in the skateboard streaming community is out of hand. Do a laser flip. You go to everyone's channel and just type "do a laser flip." It's too early for that, Lyrical Eyes. I'm regular and my board spins 90 anti-clockwise. Regular front side, that's called front side. Lyrical Eyes. I can do the hippie jump with the tail hitting the ground, but I can't drag my foot. I know I shouldn't drag it forward, but I can't drag it, period. We will fix that. Yeah, Gabe, we'll do board slides at some point. I mean, 245 viewers on YouTube is great. We're 245 on YouTube. We're at 30 on Twitch. So that's like 270, 280. We're 70 on IQ. So we're well over 300 combined. Okay. Bottom of the squat and jump looks primo. Great job, guys. I am so proud of you. Way to work all those tough details out with me. Mr. Rogers Skate IQ stream. Okay, once you're in the air, what happens? Soft landings are the key. And that means you're setting your feet on the ground softly. So you need to land like a cat. When you jump, you should land as quietly as possible. It's hard for people to land soft, and I genuinely, this has been a skill I've had since I was a kid. I did basketball, I played tackle football, I did gymnastics, made parkour videos with my friends, I rode BMX bikes, I had jumping stilts, I skated all the time. I could just land soft. It's a really big issue, and it's kind of like the black sheep or the elephant in the room when I'm working with a student if they land like an anvil. Okay, if whenever you land, you're slamming your heels into the ground. it takes away so much of your athleticism, you would be blown away. So you're not trying to push into the ground to get your feet to the ground faster. You only push into the ground to stand up. The rest of the time, you're catching yourself, and it's going to take a while to catch yourself. You remember that game with the little bean bag, and you throw it up and you catch it on the top of your hand, and you'd have to literally like absorb the catch so it didn't jump out of your hand. That's exactly how we have to treat the landings, okay? Yes, you need to push into the ground to stand up tall. I don't want you squatting everything out, but this whole idea that you have to push your feet to land or like reach for the ground blows my mind. Absolutely blows my mind. Instead of thinking about the feeling of your feet when you land, because people can't feel their feet, unfortunately. I heard it's because it's just so far away from your brain and the neural pathways. Look, I'm not a scientist. I don't know. Your feet are far from your brain. Most people can't feel them. That's just how it is. Instead of that, I would listen. I would try to set your ollies down as soft as you can. If you're doing hippie jumps, I would try to land silently on your board. That will alleviate a lot of the pressure. What's up, Morning View? Thanks for the 5. Thanks for helping getting this old timer better at skating. After 20 years, I've learned to sit down in it after all these years doing it wrong. Thank you, Morning. Much love. Dude, you'd be surprised how many people take 20 years off and then come back to this channel singing their praise. Zeb, hit that Prime sub, bro. There's ads everywhere, but honestly, that is the way of the road. This channel's got to survive. So they run ads. I don't run the ads. The apps run the ads. We just do the live streams. And then the more viewers we have, the happier the channels are to be able to run ads. Okay, that seriously, don't underestimate how important this first section is. Okay, if you simply get on the board in a good foot position, squat with that board underneath you in a good spot, hinge at your upper body, have your back knee inside of your foot, push through your feet instead of pulling up your upper body, and then land like a cat on a hunt, you are so far ahead of the game. That's 6 or 7 things that you can do before you even think about ollieing that will set you up for success. All right, like skateboarding is done in the setup. Fact. Like, end of story. If your setup sucks, you will not do great at your tricks. This isn't even including speed and timing and pumping and any of this stuff. This is simply standing on your board in a way where the board wants to get up into the air. Alberto, welcome, new member on the YouTube stream, just a little guy. That's wicked. You guys all on YouTube, make sure you go check out the, I'm going to link the Twitch one more time. twitch.tv/SkateIQ. That's, you can throw a Prime sub over there if you have Amazon Prime, watch everything ad-free. Oh, the skate community is supporting me like crazy, and I'm supporting the skate community like crazy. All right, this has been a wonderful wonderful experience. All right, and I'm happy to do it. All right, so now let's start picking up the nose when we jump. What the heck? How do you pick up the nose when you jump, dude? I don't know how I figured this out, but it was here. I remember it was here at this skate park, and then we made a reel, and then the reel blew up. So there's a couple of things that we need to know before we start picking out the nose. And if your back foot is on the tail, your front foot is glued to the skateboard. Go try this right now. I'll give you, look, I don't want to be held legally accountable. I will give you a high five. How about that? If you can have your back foot on the tail and you can somehow pick your front foot up off of the board without hitting your tail on the ground, right? You just cannot take your front foot off of the board. Your front foot is absolutely glued to the board. And another misconception, let's just handle this one right now, because you can pick up your front trucks and push on your front foot and not hit your trucks on the ground, right? You can push against your board and have your trucks in the air. To hold your front trucks in the air, you do not just have to keep picking up your front foot. You just balance over your back trucks, and then you can push on your front foot. That's fine. On top of that, your front foot is glued to the board. So if you do pick it up, your board will follow. All I'm trying to say is your front trucks follow your front foot wherever it goes. So if I pick it up and lunge forward, board follows. Okay? If I picked my front foot up this high, right, my tail is just going to hit the ground and then it will come off, right? But if I jump with my back foot on the tail and I jump off of my back foot just a little bit more and I let my front foot rise into the air, just a little bit. I mean, you can see this. It's not much at all. Then my nose will be in the air. But while I'm jumping off of my back foot, I'm still pushing on my front foot to keep my nose low, right? I'm not going like that, because if I pick up my front foot and then jump, it's all screwed. So we can just jump off our back foot a little bit and let that front foot float in the air. Okay? What you can do at this stage is start to get to know your tail. How high can you lift your nose without hitting your tail on the ground? Okay, that didn't hit. That didn't hit. Let's try and push it. That was pretty good. Nice. All right. Another thing you can do is either get separation from your front foot in the board or don't. Mitchie, how would I do that? How would I get separation from the board or don't? If you pick your foot up straight up, you might not get separation. Or if you pick it up a lot after you jump, you might get a lot of separation. Instead of going this way, you can try to go this way and see how that goes. If I bring my front foot in, that's weird. What happened there? Why did my tail run into the ground? I love you too, Logan. Ryan, yeah, I enjoy this a lot. X-Score. I don't know what's going on in the YouTube chat. You guys are starting to get mad sauce over there. No problem, Gabe. My phone keeps locking, so. How big of a difference does the quality of your trucks make? Does it matter for stability or anything? Yes, the quality of your trucks matters a lot. I think it really depends on what you're familiar with, though. Your bushings, your wheels, your board, your trucks. Every piece of your gear matters. I was doing like a gear review thing. We were making some videos, and honestly, I thought it was just like... I thought I wasn't going to enjoy doing it, because I'm not really a gearhead like some other guys. They love gear. Some guys love gear. In golf, I'm a fiend for gear. I want to try to change the bounce on my wedges and the lie angles on my drivers and the shaft length. I'm like gear fiend. For skateboard, give me wheels that feel good, some hard bushings, and a lot of concave, and send me on my way. I will never ask another question. I found the setup that I like when I was like 14, and I've used it ever since. But trucks matter a ton. Trucks matter a ton. What's up, Daniel? How's it going? Yeah, no caffeine this morning. Honestly, like, I'm really addicted to caffeine. And I had like 3 cups of coffee yesterday, and then I got in a really bad mood and crashed and wanted to go to sleep in the middle of the day. I seem to have more consistent energy if I'm not drinking caffeine, even though I enjoy it so much. Like, I enjoy the taste of coffee. Like, I love the taste of coffee. Like, I'll go to like fancy espresso shops and pay $4 for a shot and judge the barista, but it hits me so hard. Like, I take a shot of espresso or a double and my eyes go wide. I can feel it in my hands, and I'm like ready to fight a bear, and then an hour later I'm in a bad mood and I want to go to sleep. So I'm in a moral dilemma on what to do. But after this, I'm gonna go home and drink a coffee. I'm just gonna push it back later in the day, and then I'm gonna wean back off of it to 0. That means I have ADHD? Really? Ice water. I'm not gonna do the, like, I like ice baths, but they're insane. They hurt. So, Daniel, yeah, I mean, I love it too. That's exactly how I am. But then I crash. I get my adrenal glands get overwhelmed, and then I fall asleep. It's the moodiness that I don't like. I get in a really bad mood. I really struggle to be patient and to do simple tasks, and I just want to go to sleep. And I get really overwhelmed. Like, for instance, I don't have a laundry machine at my house right now for the next 5 days. And if I have to go to the laundromat to do laundry, if I'm crashing off of caffeine from the morning, I literally will get overwhelmed by the idea of putting laundry in a bag and driving to the thing. Like, that feels like God gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers. That is literally how, like, I will not overcome it. I will go to sleep angry and have dirty clothes the next day instead of doing a simple task. That huge tenor from Maurice Heron. huge, bro. Thank you so much for the $10. I appreciate it. I appreciate it a ton. I don't take vitamins. I should take vitamins, but I don't. I need to get optimized, guys. I need to get optimized. I eat great, though. My diet is immaculate. So, before you judge me too much, my diet is outstanding. I eat sweet potatoes and ground turkey and like smoothies with yogurt and honey and protein and bananas and oh, it's almost egg time. It is almost egg time. Yeah, Mr. Boy. I definitely self-medicate with this caffeine. It is so fun. It's like an actual drug. It is so fun to take a double shot of espresso and to feel my eyes light up and the blood rush to my fingertips. And I'm the only one I've ever heard say that, so it's a little concerning. Nah, don't worry, ChemDog. I ain't touching Scientology, that's for sure. When you're performing an ollie, do you think about folding the lead leg as you pop and lunge forward? Okay, so what do you do to stay in shape? I got a similar build, trying to gain mass and core strength. So there's two questions that came in. How do you stay in shape? Like, I have a similar build. I can't really gain weight unless I try really hard. I'm spazzy. I'm fidgety. I burn calories at an alarming rate. I also do other things besides skate. So I'll do this stream for a couple hours. Then I'm gonna go over to the driving range, and I'm gonna practice golf, and then I'm gonna go to a wedding tonight. But the reality is I burn calories at an alarming rate, and I'm not that hungry of a person. I eat a little bit here and there, and I try to eat as much as possible, but I struggle getting even the basic amount of protein in my system, protein and carbs. When I eat a lot of sweet potatoes, I feel the best, but overall, it's just if I could go to the gym 3 times a week and skate consistently, that's the best I can do. I mean, I'm not doing more than that. Ryan with the huge 20. That's so dope. Yeah, I can't gain weight. I can't not gain weight. If I sit still for 3 months, I could probably gain 5 pounds, and then as soon as I start skating, it's gone again. All right, there was a skate-focused question. Let's get back to the subject of skating, because that's why we're all here, right? That's at least why you guys are here. Do you think about folding the lead leg in and lunging forward? What a phenomenal question. I think as far as the tiers of questions go, that's an S tier question for sure. I've never heard it. Are all top skaters hard gainers? I don't know. Probably. There's rarely overweight skaters. This will be a YouTube video, Oasis, yes, for sure. So, this is what jumping forward looks like off of the board. Right? That's groundbreaking stuff, I know. Chill. Whew, I need a rest after that one. That was wild, man. You guys are crazy. You got me way out of my comfort zone. Okay, so if you jump forward on a skateboard, though, you can't. The board just moves backwards. Right? So when you see people falling forward like that, a lot of times that just means they're jumping forward and not up into the air. So ollies, you want to go a little bit forward, but it's definitely up and forward, not just forward. One sec, I sent my board into the parking lot. I'm going to bring the Instagram chat because why not? No one's there. Smack, that's how I feel when I drink too much coffee. It looks like it's gonna rain and it feels like it's gonna rain. Actually, it's a little warmer than you might think. It's a little humid. I think it rained last night. I'm not feeling that huge temperature drop in the air. Now that I mention it, the temperature is dropping at an alarming rate. So instead of jumping forward, let's jump up and over, right? So what I mean by that, let's imagine like maybe it's like this. You're just jumping up and over your board that is primo. That is a better direction for your ollie instead of straight through it. I feel like people push their ollies like this, thinking like that's how they get up into the air, like magically air is gonna happen to you. I don't really get it, but yeah. So instead of jumping forward, you can jump more up and push your board back, right? So it's a very similar thing to jumping forward, but it's a very different result. With your front foot, I just think about getting my front foot out of the way. That's all. I just get my front foot up and out of the way. Jesse Gallagher. That's dope. Do we have channel points enabled? Let's see some. I want to see some highlighted messages on the Twitch chat. Oh, we're pulling almost 300 on YouTube. Holy smokes. Holy. Yes, Bit, that is 100% right. That is great advice. If your ollies are turning front side, rotate your back foot out. I don't know why it helps, but it does, and it seems to be universal. We've tested it across the universe, and it's helped everyone. All right. So now that we do hippie jump, where we can throw the tail into the ground, now we start to really get into the ollie stage of this video. Okay, there is something that's very important that you guys probably know if you follow this channel and you love me dearly. You would know this. Your back foot leaves the board before your tail touches the ground. Your back foot is never running into the ground. This becomes very obvious very quickly when you try to ollie like a beginner. Board doesn't go anywhere. Simply because you're trapping your tail to the ground. So what we want to do is learn how to throw the tail at the ground without hitting our foot. So what we're going to do is this little guy. All right, be patient with me because this is very simple, very boring, but it seems to be important. That simple. That's the motion of the ollie. Just throwing the tail down a little bit. Don't let it hit the ground, whatever, just for this drill. You just let that tail rock. Okay, then if you want, you can throw it all the way at the ground. Okay, this right here is the ollie motion. All right. If my nose only gets this high, my tail will not hit the ground. If my nose gets this high, my tail will hit the ground. You judge your ability to hit your tail by how high you can lift your nose. If you can't lift your nose in the air, you're screwed. Your tail's never hitting the ground. All right, so the next thing that I want you to look at is if your front foot is all the way up on these bolts, look how high you have to lift your front foot just to get the tail on the ground, right? If I move my front foot halfway down the board, look how much lower it can be. That's like 3 inches lower, which is a lot when you're lifting your leg in the air, okay? So what I want you to do is think about how you can take your foot from on your board and just to get it out of the way to make it easier to get your nose into the air. If you're pushing up against your board this way, you're gonna have to lift your front foot higher and higher just to get your nose to the ground. So we can look at it like this. If I'm standing on my board in a good ollie position, and then I pop, but when I pop, I bring my front foot in this way. Look at how much room my nose has to come up, right? If I pop and I push my front foot out this way, then my nose has no room to come up in the air. So it's simply, I'm just trying to get my nose as high as possible because then I can get my tail that high pretty easily. That is my personal theory with ollies. I feel like I am pulling the board towards me up into the air with my front foot. If I pull my front foot up to my belt buckle, my nose will come. Very, very, very simple. Okay? The reason I keep saying to get your foot on the inside of your knee, your front foot. So, I mean, think about it. Your back foot goes in like this. Your front leg goes in like this. So both your feet are out at that angle. Just look at this. This is very interesting. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Watch closely. Watch closely. If I pop, look at where my nose is. Came all the way across my body. My nose, if I pop my nose straight up and leave it there, my tail's out in front of me. I cannot land this ollie. My tail already ran away. If I push the front of the board down, it's all the way over there. On an ollie, if I pop this way, this is fine because I can pick that tail up and get that board back underneath me just fine. It's like a tech deck. Bah, bah, bah. Okay, that's the shape. That's the shape we want. But that happens from this, being able to leave your tail, being able to hit your tail, and then pulling everything towards you. Capiche? Capiche. Okay, let's get on to the next section. Highlight a message, highlight a message. Board slide, we'll do a board slide video, why not? Hash muffins. The balloon tip was gold. I like the balloon tip a lot. Woo! Bless you, thank you. Hey, Chili Willy, how's it going, bro? I actually have allergy meds on me. Who's capping in the chat? What do you mean? No flipping way you did that? Hungry Wax. Let's see what Hungry Wax is saying. I think he is. I think he is kind of capping. Oh, Harold, get a life, dude. Nothing changes while you're moving. All right, so let's get on to section number dos. We did Ollie complex. Let's do... I want to do something more fun than tail hovers. So we're going to do Fakie Ollie where you do not pop. If you can Ollie without hitting your tail on the ground, you sure as hell can Ollie if you do. I find the leverage is just a little bit better while you're moving Fakie. You do not have to, though. You can do it on flat ground. Okay? If you're really comfortable, you're really confident, you can actually do kickflips without hitting your tail on the ground. I wouldn't recommend it as like your only way to do tricks, but it's a very useful skill to have. Okay, we did this first section that's about getting the nose high and bouncing the tail into the ground. And now this section is about leverage on your front foot against your board and just trying to pick your tail up, okay? Think about it. Hitting your tail on the ground is picking your nose up. Picking your tail up is a completely different ball game. Okay, this is going to take that motion one second. This is going to be a completely different motion. You have to push your board backwards, lift your nose a little bit, and then drag it forward. And it's kind of aggressive, and it's kind of a quick move, and it takes a lot of feel. And it's hard, and you got to like really roll your leg down, and like it's kind of tricky. But when you figure it out, you might accidentally bounce your tail into the ground. And you just might learn ollies finally. You just might be able to go, Mom, I ollied a crack. Mom, look. No, I promise I can do it. Let me try one more. No, don't go back inside. No, Mom. Andrew, that's a fine point. Ryo Kickin, what's up, G? Hey, Fungi, I don't think Skate's gonna have me in it, to be honest. I don't think I'm in the culture like that. I don't think I'm in the culture. Morning, Kartik. Paola. Johnny, that's what's up. Jeff wants song. Thanks. Yeah, Jeff deals with the same. Jeff isn't part of the culture, it's just how it goes. Oh, Black Knight. Well, that's for you, because then you get ad-free. Jams, I'm not reading that one out loud because I don't want it to get clipped, but that's funny. In the culture. No, I'm not in the new Tony Hawk game. I'm not going to be in the skate games. I'm not going to be... This is how crazy it is. This is how crazy it is, guys. I do a live stream on Skate IQ. It has 300 viewers on YouTube. We get an average of 5 million views a month on YouTube with shorts and with long form. The lives get 200 to 400 viewers a piece. Twitch is already up to like 300 followers and 20 to 40 viewers average. The Instagram live had 300 people in it. I get messages constantly all day. When I go live on my personal, I think it had 40 people in it total. When I go live on my personal Twitch, it has 3 viewers average. And I do 1X games, and Rockstar goes crazy and wants to throw all this sponsorship stuff. But when it comes to Skate IQ, not a single sponsor so far has really even batted an eye. They're starting to, but I'm just telling you, the way that sponsorship funding works is absurd, the system. And I actually do think it should be more based on eyes and viewers. Like Geiger, like Johnny Geiger, I don't watch all of his videos or anything like that, but I think he has been a wonderful ambassador to skating, and I found that he doesn't get the support that it seems like guys get just for doing 1X games, even though nobody really watches X games. That's my rant. As a nuke. You gotta watch unlock 1260 custom character, like a 25 kill streak. The Skate IQ guy, I would absolutely love to be Skate IQ guy in the video games. I don't even need to be Mitchie. I'm not even really Mitchie anymore, to be honest. I go to the skate park, I'm Skate IQ guy. Hey, do you have a YouTube channel? The last 3 or 4 times I went golfing, one of the guys I was paired with randomly goes, hey, do you have a YouTube channel? I go get a smoothie, they're like, hey, are you the Skate IQ guy? These little kids on scooters at the skate park. I watch all your YouTube videos. I'm trying to learn how to kickflip. They're just riding scooters with their friends. It's crazy. It's crazy. Where were we? We were teaching ollies. Oh, no pub ollies. That's fine. Yep. Push the board backwards. Grab the nose with your front foot. Lift everything up a little bit. Nudge it forward. Okay? It's hard. It's hard to switch. But it is doable. Worth practicing. Worth practicing. All right. On to the next. Medju for the skate tips? I don't know. Is that Justin Rivera? Call Justin.
Calling Justin Rivera.
It's early in the morning, so I don't know if I'm gonna wake him up. Hey, sorry it's early. Are you up?
Yeah.
I'm doing a live at Poods, and someone asked. They swore they saw you walking your dog in the background.
Oh, no, I'm on my way to the car wash, but I'll be there soon.
Oh, okay. Dang. I just was like, okay, I have to check. All right. Well, are you coming over here?
For a good while?
I will be doing this stream probably for like 1 more hour.
Okay. I might cross paths with you. I'll let you know.
All right. Well, we'll chat soon either way. Thank you. See ya. Nah, it wasn't Justin. Yeah, we'll have. I'm not gonna have Golf IQ, but what I'm gonna do is take our Twitch viewers and I'm gonna raid my personal channel. And I'm gonna go to the driving range, and we're gonna start it like that. So, for the next ollie tip, we are gonna do what I like to call the ollie land on nose. Okay? The reason I like this one is because it forces you to learn so many things at once. Okay? It forces you to get up over your front foot and to put your nose on the ground. This is a hard position to land in, right? But my favorite thing that it teaches you is how to drag your board behind you and then push it straight down. Okay? And the timing of that and how it rolls over and what all that is. So at first what's going to happen is you're going to ollie and you're going to try to jump over the front trucks. You're going to try to jump forward and pull the board back. The only problem is to get up and over the nose, you have to treat it like a seesaw. In the middle, you have to let your board tip all the way. Okay, that is more, your board tipping is more important than you throwing yourself super far forward. Okay, if your board tips, then you can get your nose down. Also, you don't have to lean forward or backwards with your shoulders. Okay, you don't have to tip forward with your nose. Look, I'll show you an example. Watch just my shoulders. I'm gonna keep them very flat. I can even tip them up. That's fine. There's actually a lot of great skateboarders that like this. I was thinking about that last night. I don't know if I can do it switch. It's a little awkward. Yeah, that feels better. You can keep your upper body, keep your shoulders up. That is just fine. Your nose and tail is determined by, drum roll please, how high you have your back leg. So if you land with your back leg really high and your front foot on the nose, you will be on your nose. Right? The only reason I won't be on my nose is if I'm pushing on my back foot. So that's like really important. Dope nose, go watch this on Twitch. That's fine. I'm on Twitch. Tobias, Josh George, the best skate shoes are New Balances. Hey, Emo Tarzan, good morning. How's it going, bro? Oh, we have Skate IQ in the chat officially. I told Ty I was gonna start the stream at 8:30, and then I started at 6:30 instead. But you know, it happens. Ty, I ran the stream on YouTube, on Twitch, and both Instagrams. So the reason I chose these drills for ollies is because it hits on all cylinders. So we have a couple of drills that are based on getting your tail to the ground, which is hard for a lot of people. Then we have a couple of drills that are based on getting your tail into the air, which is hard for a lot of people. You mix those up in a pot in a way that works for you, so you can get your board in the air, okay? Ollies are not a formula. It's not like, oh, you do this set of things and your board is magically in the air and you're not involved. You like just run the code. Yes, when you get really, really, really good and really comfortable, it starts to feel more like that. But overall, it's just it's a very active process. You're actively trying to get your board in the air, kind of fighting for it along the way. And you know this if you've ever done anything in your life, like a layup or shoot a basketball, right? It's not like, oh, I just put my arm here and it goes in. It's no, you have to like feel the ball on your fingertips and let it go and try to make the shot. Same thing with ollies. You have to be trying to pick it up in the air. You have to be taking your time and setting the board down softly, very actively, okay? Don't just think, oh, I put my foot here and I get in this position and then the ollie's over, right? Stay with it, fight for it. If it feels bad but your board is still getting in the air, that's actually fine. That's actually a good thing. You're still doing an ollie. Don't be too hard on yourself with how it feels, and keep fighting for it. As you get better, you'll just get better at fighting for it. Okay, so that's like that's the main, what would you call it? Main concerns with ollie. Heavy, I'm trying. What's your weight question? How do you do ollies? Up or down? Things. I would say make sure you can ride off of the thing. Like, this is hard because, like, if you're bad at ollies, then you got to work on your ollies. I have a hard time imagining that you're really great with your ollies, but you can't ollie down like a two-stair. And if you can ollie down a two-stair, then you can probably ollie down a three-stair. And if it starts to break down, it's probably your ollie that breaks down, not necessarily going down a thing. To go up something, you just have to make sure you don't throw your board forward. Just use your speed, the speed that you're riding, and then do the ollie just like we were doing on flat ground. And don't be afraid to pick the board up kind of behind you, like we were talking about, moving that thing backwards a little bit. And that gets your back trucks in the air. Ollie technique does not change over a pyramid, but the actual pump is very important. The pump becomes like the important thing more than the ollie. Anuno, thanks for the Prime sub. You're a legend. is his third time asking heavy. I'm trying my best, okay? You don't need to get all up in arms about it. Is 285 too much, too heavy for Indy trucks? Chat says I'm fine. I worry I'll bend my axles. You might bend your axles, but at that point you just get new trucks. I weigh about 160 and I skate like vert on her. So there is plenty of time where I weigh more than 285 relative. With G-forces, considering G-forces, I'm probably pulling, I don't know, I'm just making this up, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was more than 2 Gs sometimes. I'm joking too, no problem, heavy hippie. I love you. Yeah, lift your back leg to do an ollie. That one seems very obvious, but you're right, it is neglected a little bit. Hey, I love Italy, Elia, and I'm going in June. So I'm very excited about that. That's going to be a lot of fun. All right. Are we ready for a challenge? I'm ready for a challenge. If you can't touch your knee to your elbow standing, you can't get a big ollie. I've done that twice. I did that twice this morning. I stepped on my board accidentally. I can't believe it. That one hurt. That one actually hurt. Like this? Is this what you're talking about? I usually say shoulder. Touch your knee to your shoulder. But that seems to be very hard for other people. No! You watched my 180 guy and you still can't 180? No! Let's talk about ollieing over something. All right, I'm gonna ollie over my iPad for this example. In this situation, we're gonna ollie over the iPad. So, the thing is, if you want to clear the iPad, then you have to ollie from like back here. And if you want to ollie from back here, that means you have to be squatted over here. All right, so this section right here, I'm really thinking about this section. This is where the trick is happening. Okay, so that means before this section, I'm getting down, right? So if I'm getting down and feeling my feet into the ground back here, so I can start extending at the right spot, I'm happy, okay? So yeah, my eyes are on the iPad. My eyes are obviously like on the thing that I want to clear. But in preparation, I'm feeling the ground way back there. All right, and then the actual ollie, I'm not going to be afraid to pull the board backwards a little bit so I can get the tail in the air, okay? The worst mistake you can make is when you try to ollie over something, so you throw the board forward at it to try to get it up and over. That doesn't make sense. You just do a regular ollie, and you use your speed to carry you up and over it. that is the ollie tutorial. It's egg time. It's actually egg time. I'm gonna have one egg, and then I'm gonna try a challenge. Are you skating every single day? I was gonna be a bit of a... We joke that, no! Come on. Come on. I don't know if the stream died. No, it seems fine. Woo. No, I don't skate every day. We joke, actually, that I skate the least amount possible. And that's sort of true and it's sort of not. Like, I've been skating as a job for longer than I can remember. So, like, I never really skated for fun. I know it sounds wrong to say that because I find skating very fun, but I never just skated for fun, even since I was just like a little guy. There were always things attached to it. No, I hard boil them myself. On certain channels. Not slick. Then I think if it works for you, then it works for you. I don't really care if the advice is good or bad, but if you're struggling with ollies, then it's not good advice for you. And that's fine. Egg time. Hell yeah. My only skate competitions. Creamin'. Yes, that's the funny thing, is I feel like I had a little bit of skateboarding taken away from me in a sense, because I have only done competitions and demos and shows, and like that started when I was so young. I remember I remember crying my eyes out at like 8 years old, after like my parents telling me that like it was a bad session and like I wasn't progressing enough and like stuff like that. And like obviously it was perfect, like it was great for me. Like I ended up really benefiting from my training. But what I want to do now is give that like joy of skating, those moments of like, you can experience it too. You don't have to have that relationship with skating just to do a sick ollie and to have fun with your friends. Like if that's what you want, that's fine. That wasn't really, I don't know if that was an option for me. That was really never what like I wanted. I don't know. I was just young and that's the way it was. No way, Craig. That's the best. Yeah, I'm still super close with my dad. He lives up in Kirkland still. I go visit all the time. No salt, simply because I don't have any. I prefer salt on egg time. But what are you gonna do? No. Yeah, okay. Stay away from Walmart boards. I think we're all out of boards on our website, unfortunately. That's insane morning. Alright, Connie, you just brought back some memories of. I gotta watch Attack on Titan again. I like Connie. My goal is to bring up Attack on Titan in a different way every single stream. So, we're doing pretty good so far. I just ordered Halo, The Fall of Reach book. We'll see how that is. Gotta keep those reading habits up, you know? Read 3 pages of Dune last night. Feeling pretty smart today. Greetings, Fred. All right. Let's do a challenge. Connie was a very level-headed character. Yes, thank you for saying so. All right, Tyler, could you change the name of the... Oh, you guys want to see the bowl? That's true. Check out the bowl. No, it's not almost done. We're still working on it.
Skate IQ.
Yeah. How long has this been under construction?
This is week 2.
Wow. It's gonna be in good shape, dude.
Yeah, brand new coping. A little different from the original coping. It's got a little more pitting.
It wasn't bad before.
The joints are pretty well now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. They've just been repaired a lot. And,
Okay.
tiles, just like tile pop coming out and stuff like that. So,
It was time.
yeah, time for a refresh on the tile.
Sweet. Thank you guys. You guys are the best. Oh, they know Skate IQ. It always surprises me. He goes, oh, Skate IQ. I guess. All right, Tyler, could you rename the stream trying 100 kickflips in a row? Levi. What board would you recommend for a beginner? I would just get something chill. Like maybe, depending on your size, maybe just go to a definitely go to a regular skate shop, get some like an 825 with some Thunder 151s, something like that with some medium bushings. Wait, I just moved the camera and went to the wrong spot. Hash muffins, we will need a mod soon. Hey, JP. What's up, John Haynes? How's it going, man? MVP. Serkin, that's great. I'm trying to go to France soon. For the first time. All right. Let's try some kickflips. I suck. I actually suck at kickflips. My front leg is blown out. It's weak. I gotta warm it up. I'm definitely gonna fall, probably on the first one. Okay, there's one down. I want to move this camera so you can see so I don't go out of frame every time. Nah, we'll just go out of frame every time. This is a better angle. Alright, I got distracted because I do want to change the angle. Let's just do it like this. That's pretty good. That works. Hey, Maine, how's it going? Oh, Heavy wants a mod badge. Body double switches. Imagine. All right. You guys ready? Wait. I gotta check. The YouTube stream is on such a delay you wouldn't believe. So, just go over to Twitch. It's seriously like a 15-second delay max on Twitch. Not even. But the YouTube is like a huge delay. Almost, YouTube's behind by almost a minute, it seems. Okay, it looked like I was rubbing in my sneeze, but my hands were just cold. All right, no pressure. My allergies are crazy. One. This is going to be a year-long challenge because I'm not going to be able to do this. 2. This is gonna be so good. I'm gonna have to get a good foot position. Oh, one. 2. Defense. 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 3. Oh, maybe my YouTube's just behind. All right. This is nerve-wracking. I'm not good at kickflips. 4. No. Oh, I'm gonna live and die by this challenge. No, I get so in my head about kickflips. They should, you know why I get in my head about kickflips? Because they should be easy. That's what I tell myself. I can switch flip, yeah, sometimes. But 100 in a row is gonna be impossible, but I'm so keen on doing it. Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be a 1 billion hour stream. It's gonna end before I can do it. That's what I feel like is gonna happen, but then we'll come back tomorrow. Camera die? The camera dot. The camera. We're so back. Let's see. This stuff is hard to keep. That's at 67. That camera's gonna stay on. Okay, let's try one more time. Let's make sure we flip it. I would like it to be easier though. I think early on in this challenge, I think I have to figure out how to flip it easier because I try so hard. On my kickflips. That's what I dislike about them. Like, that one was better. That one was way better. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? Tyler, will you change the name of the stream to trying 100 kickflips in a row? Really? Is that really? No, it doesn't have a low bit rate. What's an old school kickflip? Okay, perfect. Perfect, Ty, thanks. Half pipes are really scary. The Ollie stream ended. I can adjust the name on the Twitch stream, I think. Let's see. Stream manager. Yeah, cool. It did. I don't know how it, from what I can see, Twitch changed too. Okay, cool. You must have changed it. Sounds like it. You worded it like Twitch just happened to change. Cool. Look at that. Look, we got a great mod in Arizona right now. I just came to the park and started a stream down in California. Tyler hopped on down in Arizona, making sure you guys get everything you need. Okay, we're 3 down, and the last one was pretty good. Low effort kickflips. No, I'm gonna get stuck at 5. My next sticking point's gonna be 50. I know it. There we go. So, what I'm working on, just so you guys know, I just throw my hip out every time I try kickflips. It just gets super loose. So I want to bring that foot in a little more, like this way, so it just doesn't hurt. If I could do the kickflip without getting my foot too wide, that would be nice. This is where I get nervous. I get nervous at like 3 or 4 kickflips. That's crazy. There's 5. Seven, baby. 7. We're in new territory now. Eight. Now it seems, you know what? I'm just gonna jinx myself so hard. Staying focused, staying locked in. Kickflip number 9 is the only one that exists. It's just a kickflip. It's not the 9th, it's not the 10th, it's just a kickflip. 9. Absolutely horrendous kickflip. I mean, that was terrible. That was so bad. Woo! That's 10, baby. Oh, I knew it in the setup. I got lost my focus. Ah! Ah! What's up, board? How's it going? GG, GG, GG. You have 1,500 kickflips in a row? $1,500? Are you kidding me? No, don't do this. I have to do this icebox. I'm only gonna try for a little longer, but then I'm only gonna do this for a little longer and then I'll get out of here. But I'm gonna keep trying. I can do it. That's the thing. Just 100 kickflips at all, I don't think would be that helpful. Maybe. Because that's just, because there's no pressure. So I could just try 100. 10,000 ollies would be harder, just by my instincts. You might need to change shoes. Yeah, kickflips are definitely a mental battle. Look, guys, I've been skating for my whole life. Okay, with no pressure. I do not care about my kickflips. I could do that for hours and fall on half of them and make half of them, but nothing's really gonna change. Like, if there's nothing on the line, that doesn't matter. So that's why when you do tricks in a row, that starts to up the stakes, because you start thinking about your foot position, you start thinking about consistency, your speed. Just doing 100 would be, that would be good if you're new at kickflips. But if you've been doing them for a while, gotta pick up my dry cleaning. Go, go, Power Rangers! I took a golf lesson yesterday and it went great. I'm very, very happy about it. That's 7. We need an automatic kickflip updater. Oh, that one almost got away from me. But my practice is coming into play. My practice is helping. I saved that one. You can't stop him. You can't stop him. He's too powerful. It's 10. He's OP. Any street skater could do this like first try. You take any street league cat and they're just mowing through this in 4 minutes. Not bad. Getting better. See that pressure? Pressure makes diamonds. It might rain. No! Why was I thinking about the rain? Why was I thinking about the rain? Oh, because look at it. Because even on stream, it's starting to look mad gloomy. It actually might rain on us. I got one more. I'm going to try one more. Northeast UK. That's what's up. Curbinator, what's good? What's good? Talk to me, Curb. Talk to me. I'm sad. I'm gonna have to work on my kick flips. I need to find a flip position that makes them easier, because I have to try so hard. Wow. I can't believe that worked. Do I do kickflips with a wide foot position now? 1? I mean, I can't really worry about the... I gotta change my technique before I worry about 100. 2. My hip is so sore already. Ah. Ow. Ow. It actually hurts. Oh, my hip actually hurts a lot. I got problems. Must have thrown my hip out of socket before I could remember. Ow! That feels cool. I can't believe it works. Just that wide foot position. Easier to hit the nose. Feels like the same. At the bottom of the squat, it feels terrible, but it feels about the same on stand-up. It's 5. 8. 9. 10. 'Damn, next egg time is gonna go hard. All right, let's speed run another 10. Again. Something's wrong with me. Hey, I love Barcelona. My kickflips are getting better though. What's up, Amanda? That one I messed up my foot position. But my kickflips are actually getting better, which I'm very happy with. I didn't think that was gonna happen so fast. Yeah, I like that foot position. I actually think that works. Let's just see if I can find it every time. That one didn't feel good. It flips good. So like, the foot positions that are uncomfortable flip really nice. And I don't understand. That feels okay. But maybe I bring my back foot up. Okay. That felt the best. That felt like the best kickflip of the day. 1. 2. 5. I've only got to 13. We at least have to break 13. Six. 7. What a ridiculous way to spend your time. 8. 9. 10. $11. 12. 13. That's ridiculous. $14. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19. 20. Wah, 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 wah. I am catching them with my back foot. I don't even know. All I saw was bolts. 13 was the one. I'm chilling at 20. I'm chilling at 20. If you're on YouTube, go to Twitch. Make sure you throw us a Prime sub on Twitch for ad-free viewing. Also, the Twitch chat experience is just better and goated. YouTube has no chat culture. Sorry, guys. I said what I said. $21. 2. 23. 24. It takes so much focus. It takes so much focus. I didn't expect to get all competitive with this one. I thought, oh, this will be like a fun little challenge. I was like, that dude has a red shirt on. That's literally what I was thinking when I took off. Go to the bottom. It's like, oh, that dude has a red shirt on. Miss. What the heck? I am reading YouTube. Delay. It's just YouTube's on a big delay for me, so I don't know. I don't know if it's late, but I think Twitch is just better. We're just always gonna stream on both, so whatever. Whatever floats your boat. Whatever suits your boat. I can't believe it. 2. I think I found it though. I think I found it. I was flicking with my whole foot, and I think I need to flick with my toe. Yeah, I was kicking with my leg. I think I just need to flick with my toe. Was that 4? Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. I can't believe I went my whole life not knowing that. There's some wild stuff right there. What's up, bro? On a roll. Yeah, I think that's 6. Yeah, I mean, I was just kicking a little too much with my leg. I think it's a great habit. But I also need to look for the board. While I'm doing this, I need to look for the board with my toe. Like, I have good enough leg habits where I don't really have to think about throwing my leg out wide. That's just gonna happen. But for me personally, if I just find the board with my toe, then it'll do it. You might be a different feel. That's how feels work. You have different habits. So if you look for it with your toe, you might do something else. But it might work. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That was a toe touch, but I'm taking defense. I'm taking defense on 14. I'm doing it. You can't stop me. You'll have to drive yourself to Poods and fight me to get me to not take defense on that. We're at 14 right now. We're at 14. And I found a groove. 15. 16, 17. $18, 19, 20. $21, 22. It's easier coming back. I don't know why. 22. 23. 24. 25. Oh, big 25. Big, huge 25 on this guy. We got it. We're rolling. We're rolling. Yeah, Paul, first hour was all these tutorials. 23, I just couldn't even... Yeah, bolts. That's what you mean. 23 was bolts. Facts. All I see is bolts. Keep your eyes on the bolts. $25 is a good checkpoint. $6, 27, 28. $29, 30, 31. I can't do them coming this way. I swear they're so much easier going down, going the other way. And I don't know why. I just thought I was cruising. Why can't I do them going up? But then I can just rifle them off going this way. I think my back foot position sucks after pushing. So I don't have to push. I'm so tired. Okay, you guys can vote. You guys can vote. Because I actually really want to do this. It might kill you, yeah. But I want to have energy and I want to make sure I'm set up to do it. So for Sunday's stream, do you guys prefer tutorials or do you want more like trick challenge stuff? Both. Trick challenge, tutorials. Because I'm the same way. But I prefer tutorials. Because I usually would do like if I'm watching a stream, it would be for the tutorials. But I think like we started it with tutorials and then end with like kickflip practice. Ending with some tower. That I really like this format and we could do that because I need to practice my skating too. So maybe like the first hour of the stream is like tutorials. And then I can get some practice in. Some live coaching would be cool on streams. Yeah, we have plans to do that for sure. Just my only concern is that it would be not as interactive with chat with you guys. Stream vert alert training. I will not be doing vert alert this year. We will do more of those day of coaching videos. We're actually going to stream the camps too. Every camp we'll do, we'll teach. We'll stream. We're going to go to Woodward and there's almost no service out there, so we might have a tough time running streams from Woodward, but we'll definitely do long YouTube videos. Full day. Switch flips might be easier than normal because the leverage that you can get to flip it might just be easier with your body position. I don't really know. And my front hip hurts a lot, so the switch hurts less. Okay, so I have a busy day today. I have to go to the dry cleaners, pick up a suit. I gotta go get my sister to the airport to get a rental car. A whole lot of things going on. If you guys want to keep chatting, I'm just gonna run a stream on my on my personal, just like an IRL stream, just like cruising around. So if you'd like to migrate and keep chatting, even though I have to like run some errands and do some things, hopefully stay out of this rain, come do that. Hop over to Twitch, and we're gonna start this raid. Right now. Okay, so we'll keep it. We'll keep that format with the next stream. We'll do an hour at least of tutorials in the beginning, and then I'll do a bit of skate practice, and then maybe we'll just repeat that. Maybe we'll do one more 30 minutes of tutorials, hour of tutorials, which I would do right now, but I have to get rolling on my day. So is what it is. And I didn't sleep very good last night. So let's see if this works. Boom. The target channel's raid settings do not allow you to raid at this time. Let's see if we can fix that. Okay, well, I can end the YouTube stream, so you guys know where to find me. Much love. I really enjoyed it. That was just like such a good day. I look forward to coming back and teaching you guys some more stuff. Maybe I'll take some messages on the next time, like maybe we do Ollie. Focus on Ollies. Let's focus on kickflips. Let's focus on kickflips next stream. Let's teach you guys kickflips. Does that sound like a plan? I actually don't know how to, fix this. Yep, okay, kickflips next stream. Bet. Hey Penguin, how's it going? Yeah, we'll definitely do kickflips next stream. Let me see if I can just change this setting real quick. If not, is what it is. What? How do I have all these new followers? Hey Mark, you're the man. Cheers. I might just have to do it on desktop, which is a little bit annoying. How to get your kickflip floated. Hey, Anders. Andre's home. Easy flip tricks. More kick flips and shove it's okay. Yeah, easy flip tricks. I am down. Yeah, for some reason it just won't let me do it, but that's okay. What's up, JD? How's it going, bro? Hope you've been well. Congrats at Vert Alert, or Vert Attack. I saw you did a great job over there. But that's it for this stream. So we are all done, and I will see you guys soon for some flip trick tutorials. Okay.